Pleasant greeting to you, all our dear viewers on Afric Edge TV. I welcome you to Newspaper Review, English Newspaper Review. Afric Edge TV located at Obokun Avenue, Ilesha, Osun State, Nigeria. I welcome you once again to your favorite show, favorite program, whereby we discuss on what is trending, we discuss, we digest news, we have conversation on what is going on in our country, nation, and community. Once again, my name is Deborah Adebayo, and I'm not alone in the studio this morning. I'm with.
Thank you so much for joining us on Africa TV. My name is Titilope Adako, and we've brought to your attention news from different newspaper. We have from Vanguard, we have from Daily Trust, and we have from Punch
newspaper. Thank you, Titi. This is the time to digest news. This is the time to have conversation about news. Right in front of me is from the Punch newspaper. It says, breakout as Great suffer 10th collapse in 2024.
And I have from Daily Trust, it says, 2-year-old rape victim's body found in Bauchi.
Also here from the Vanguard newspaper, I have protester storms National Assembly over hardship.
And I have another one from Vanguard that says, students slam Ekiti lawmakers over 250 million Canada trade.
Also from the Nation newspaper, I have federal government reverses 18-year age limit for varsity admission. So now, let's dive in. From the Nation newspaper here, we see federal government reverses 18-year age limit for varsity admission. The Minister of Education, Dr. Tunji Alausa, announced that 16-year admission benchmark into tertiary institution remains. Alausa spoke at his inaugural briefing in Abuja on Tuesday with the Minister of State for Education, Dr. Suwaiba Ahmed, and Permanent Secretary, Dr. Nasiru Sani Gwanzo. The minister's pronouncement reversed the decision of the past Minister of Education, Prof. Tahir Mamo, who pledged the 18-year admission benchmark into tertiary institution. This is a very nice story. This is
commendable.
Yes, because why would a child wait till 18 years before going into institution, whereby we have some students whereby they are very, very sound. Because I have a 12 years old cousin whereby, if you see this girl, she's very sound. She is very, are you now telling me that she finished secondary school at the age of 12 and she has to wait?
We just thank God that they reversed it, because imagine having to graduate secondary school. Children had this graduate school at the age of 14, and then you're asking them to wait 4 years before going into higher institution. They will get tired of the old education system and maybe just venture into business. And before you know, we'll not have students that are really educated.
Yes. Thank God for that, because it makes us to know that our lecturers, our teachers are doing the right thing.
And they are very considerate, because it was never like that during the whole times. So why should it be now?
Yes, now we are in 21st century, whereby, in the olden days, whereby they said your hand has to reach your ear before you enter institution. Thank God for that.
And I have from Daily Trust that says 2-year-old rape victim's body found in Bauchi. A lifeless body of a 2-year-old girl who was suspected to be raped to death by a yet-to-be-identified person was found in Ningi local government area of Bauchi State. The police authorities in the state said signs of rape were discovered on the body of the victim. The police spokesperson in the state, Ahmed Mohammed, in a statement disclosed that the corpse was found near a mosque along Geneva Street, Ningi local government area on Tuesday. The incident, he said, was reported to the Ningi Police Divisional Headquarters in Ningi, after which a team of police detectives was dispatched to the scene, hence the discovery of the victim's body. Now there are two crimes here.
Yes.
One, she was murdered.
Okay.
And secondly, she was raped. Who could have done this? Like, who had raped? So actless?
She was raped before getting
She was raped before murder. No, do you even know if it was, the act that led to her death?
Yes.
Because, when you think think about it, it's very, very likely, in scenarios like this, very, very likely that the father of the child would be responsible. It is very, very likely. Because we've heard, I'm just speculating, because we've heard scenarios of where, fathers have to, defile their children. This is 2 years old. We've heard cases of 2 months, we've heard of 6 months. So why? What? 2 years old. 2 years old. You don't understand if she was in the care of her mother. Whoever she was in care of, you don't even understand how they did it, how it happened.
Because I don't have, no one also have this notion and label it as the father. Anyone can be involved.
It's possible that she was even kidnapped.
My even concern was the mother.
The mother.
How will you, won't you be bothered your son or your daughter left your side 30 minutes, not in school?
It's so sad that investigations and they're not done with investigations, because what if the mother is not even alive? What if she's in the care of somebody else? Whoever was just responsible, responsible for taking care of the child did really, really, really.
The child is supposed to be in school.
Whether the person did the act or another person did so, whoever was just in charge of taking care of that child did terribly bad.
I think our security has to be so tight right now, because this has been something rampant, something that we are getting used to.
We hear cases of this almost every day.
7 months of a child getting raped. What pleasure are they getting it? But my own is that maybe they are using it for something else.
That's very,
maybe
very
they ask
possible.
them to insert something,
That's
to do
very,
something.
very possible. It's just that we have psychopaths living amongst us these days. You might not even know. Somebody might be next to you and you don't know if the person is in his right senses or not. People just commit really, really crazy crimes every day.
Jesus. And we cover everyone with the blood of Jesus.
Blood of Jesus.
The security is so down, so alarming, because it's something not to write home ill about.
At
It's
all,
something
at
that
all.
weakens the heart, because and the victim here are always a girl child, female child.
So sad. So sad. We just really hope that we ensure we urge parents to take very, very good care of their
especially
children.
mothers, please
Take good care of their
Please.
children. There was a story of a woman that left her a child in the room. I don't remember the age, maybe a month-old baby, and went on vacation for 1 week.
Jesus
And
Christ.
she gave vacation.
Is she not the one that gave us
So at
the
the
child?
expense of vacation, you left your child in the room, and then the baby died. It's just that mothers nowadays are very, very careless of the way they handle their children. It's so very, very terrible.
You know,
because
sometimes
they
I
want
used
to
to say babies giving birth to babies. Some parents are still babies.
And because they want to continue living the CC life,
Gen
baby
Z
life,
life, I'm still
maybe I don't
there.
have time for. Maybe it was even the child was not even planned for.
Yes.
And then came into the picture and like,
You see
cannot
some mothers calling their child a mistake. You
you cannot spoil my child. It will stay one side.
Wow.
It's just very
Wow,
sad.
that's so
And we
sad.
just really urge parents to take very, very good care, be watchful of their movements.
And once in a while, visit your child's school. Once in a while, visit them. Like, even sometimes, I was once a teacher before. As a girl, sometimes I recommend like mothers, please, when you are dressing up for your child, especially girls, make sure you will see some girls going to school without undies. And their school uniform is always
All in the name of
I have to
their
call
activities.
some mothers. Now, please, even though you put on undies, make sure that you buy some small tights. Put it as a lady. She's small. I said she's not small. Put it
We
on.
have crazy men out there who don't care if they are small or not.
Care.
All they want to do is just satisfy their crazy urge.
Yes,
It's very, very
And
sad.
encourage school proprietors and principals also that their school uniform, please let us be considerate. If you know that you are dealing with primary school, make sure that maybe they are putting on gown, make sure that they have something on them.
Very,
That
very
can
important.
prevent.
Very
They
important.
play games, they play. So even see nowadays the child they are giving birth to nowadays, even some small. Have you seen a small child of 2 giving a girl sweet, I like you? God, it
Things
is
are happening. And then parents should not dress for their children or undressed in the presence of
No
men,
matter that maybe
regardless
their
of their
child,
age,
they are
regardless
too
of their
small.
age.
No.
Important in schools too, because during break children might need to urinate or ease themselves, and the teacher will start pulling up their dresses in front of other small kids. Don't
That's what I've experienced. I'm telling you, I've seen a mother whereby she said she didn't put the panties into the child school. Lunch box. that she not called. Please, I did not. I'm rushing to get to work. Please,
That
help me
was
to
why
put
she
it.
could not. No. That's
What if
that's
I
nothing
forgot?
to talk
And
about.
what if
That's
other teachers forgot
very
also?
terrible.
So
Very
please, let's
terrible.
take notes, mothers. You have been doing well. You are great. Please, let's do more. And right in front of me also is from the Punch newspaper, which it says nationwide blackout as grid suffers thanks collapse in 2024. How does it sound? How does it sound?
Okay.
Not in 2024 alone. Just 2 months into
2 months,
October
10 times.
and November.
10 times.
10 times.
October was crazy enough. It was crazy
Bad.
enough, and we're thankful. Now this is November.
It says Nigerian were on Tuesday plucked into darkness following another collapse of the national power grid. The Punch reports that since January 2024 till date, the grid has collapsed 10 times. Within 1 week in October, the grid collapsed 3 times, with its attendant breakout sparking reaction from Nigerians. Checked by our correspondent confirmed yesterday that the grid lost power generation around 1:50 p.m., which is absolute correct, absolute true. Because I can remember yesterday that we lost the light around that time. So I really don't understand what the authorities, the people in charge of this particular project.
And around last week, we heard that they restored it. Just restored. We
Yes.
happy. People were shouting.
Yes.
And now, just a week interval, and it has collapsed.
So, and they spent a lot, billions of naira just last week.
So now they're going to spend a lot.
Are we now saying that we don't have professionals that can handle this, or it's just a form of embezzling money?
We don't understand, and then this is giving them rules for excuses in the future that we spend also to restore the grid. We are spending again to restore the grid. After the economy is still like this, so what exactly?
Like 10 times in
10 times
yeah.
in 2 months.
In
now.
2
months. This is just November. That was like 9 times in October.
Oh
and then this
God.
is just the first week of November.
Seriously,
and then that's collapsed again. What will happen before the year runs out? What will happen? We are just really concerned.
It's concerned, and people have been in darkness since yesterday.
It's so sad. And people rely on light for their business.
Yes.
Imagine
So
we are
those
now
of course,
exactly who have to depend on light. What should they do now? And now our alternative is petrol. What is petrol saying, my sister?
Passes per liter.
What is
I
saying?
know for sure. One of my brother, his business as this cold room fish. I know that he'll be traumatized since yesterday. His mind not go touch ground because they live on what lights. So the authorities in charge, please. This is so saddening. And since it's so concerned, please let's look for professionals, because we really don't. We need prayer, fasting and prayer.
And now we need
We
it.
should
We need it.
we should declare maybe 3 days.
We need it.
for
After
this
this session, we are praying.
Oh God,
Sister, we are
we are
praying.
going into session.
We are praying for
For
Nigeria.
this
We are
particular
praying for this grid.
We are going now
We need to pray.
because no. We need prayer.
We need
May
prayer.
God help us. The
Amen.
authorities, please. This is so saddening. Please, let's take into consideration.
And I have from Vanguard newspaper, students slap Ekiti lawmakers over 250 million Canada trip. 250 million Canada trip. Let's get into the story. The Federation of Ekiti State Students Union, FESU, yesterday slammed the Ekiti State House of Assembly, ECHA, over a proposed Canadian trip costing over 250 million naira. At Rising Press Conference in Ado-Ekiti, the president of the association, Benjamin Onileowo, described the trip as insensitive, considering the pressing issues affecting the livelihood of the common man. Onileowo raised this concern while marking the 6th-month anniversary of his administration, alleging that the 7-day trip would cater for 18 members, 5 spouses, and 4 aides. He noted that the fund, if redirected to the education sector, would cover 15,000 bursary for over 5,000 students of the state in the respective constituencies. My sister was talking about 250 million naira.
Oh God, of course.
Not 25,000 naira. Not 25 million naira. 250 million naira for Canada trip. Canada trip of about 15 stars, and then 4 spouses and their staffs.
To go and enjoy
15.
themselves.
And then this, president of the association is saying that this money can go into education. It can go into, making it better. Like, imagine giving 50,000 naira bursary to 5,000 students. Is that not enough?
It's enough. It's enough.
250 million naira for trip.
Oh God.
For trip. Ah, my dear, imagine they gave us 1 million naira. She means they will not
I
go
mean,
on trip. Like,
they should tag us along.
They
But
should.
that's not nice.
No,
That's being unfair.
It is
Unfair,
it is uncalled for.
unfair.
Uncalled for.
This
And they
is
will be saying
here.
Nigeria is bad. There's no money. Look at money. Look at what
Titi, there
money
is
going.
money.
There is money.
Money day where money day.
There's bastard money.
There is
What?
money. Look at this 250 million naira just for vacation.
That's a vacation. Vacation.
Okay.
Other expenses are not had a
They need
vacation
to
for
rewind.
1 days.
Rewind and
Before they
relax.
come back to start teaching students that are struggling.
And people are there, and graduates are there roaming about the streets, looking for one thing to do, looking for someone that will
Looking for a
invest
job.
in them, looking for someone that will give them a token to start something.
This is 250 million. They can invest it into okay, maybe when we have graduates, gradually they can make something for them so that all their time in the school, not just
Even in the
waste.
school, they have graduates. Okay, graduates, we are going, we are giving you a token of 1 million naira to start to establish yourself. This country
250
will
million naira,
have-
not 1 million naira. That's for 250 people. And then all of this is just going into Canada trip for a week. Wow, interesting.
That's so saddening. That's so saddening because we have authorities whereby, let me call them, maybe they're so selfish. They look at themselves and their family.
They only
just
care about
alone.
themselves. They're
Which
so,
is
so,
not
so
right, which is
self-centered.
not right. I have in front of me, that is, by the way, let's move forward. I have in front of me from the Vanguard newspaper, it says, protesters storm National Assembly over hardship. It's really hate. This one, as was reviewing, it was like, talk to me directly. Talk to me directly. Abi Titi, I can see that you are swimming in money. You are swimming at Abi is the grace of
The
God.
hardship is eating us.
That
It is
is
eating me real hard. It is really,
Are you
really
sure?
eating me.
Yes,
Yes,
your
so,
feet, that is.
this one is just demo.
Eh,
So it is demo.
It affects each and every one of
It's
us.
a fake it till you make it. That's exactly what.
Wow. Oh, seriously, it's heat. Hardship here and there. Like, you can't even eat what you like. What am I even saying?
It's just
What
like-
you like.
eh?
You cannot even 3 square.
You cannot even
Abi
eat
is
to
010
make you hunger.
or 001. How do you do it?
You can't even say you are hungry and you want to eat. You have to think first. You have to think.
You
first.
know,
I know 0 010. And that
That's how I
means
used to do
that
it.
afternoon.
Yeah, I used to do it 001. No, 001.
I did 010. So at the afternoon,
No, in the morning I'll
start
take
for.
water. No, in the morning I'll say, Holy Spirit, feed me.
You open your mouth to the air. Oh yeah.
In the afternoon,
That will
Holy Spirit,
satisfy
I'll take
you.
water. I'll take water. In the oh God,
Oh,
God,
my
oh God, oh God. They're so saddened. Let's take it. It says, protester storms National Assembly over hardship. A large crowd of activists flooded Abuja 3-arm zone yesterday, demanding sweeping reform in oil sector. Organized by the APC Solidarity and Development Forum and comprising youth and civil society organization, the protesters expressed frustration over soaring fuel prices, persistent fuel scarcity, and the intensifying economic hardship affecting Nigerians. Speaking to journalists during the protest held near the National Assembly complex, group leader Kabru Matazu and Daniel C. Momo described the ongoing fuel crisis as a reflection of systemic failures within the industry.
Systemic failure.
Do you address this economy as a failure?
It is.
It is a failure.
It's a failure. It has always become a failure, and the fact that it's just getting worse year by year,
Yes,
by year.
not even year by year, day by day, hours by hours,
Day
minutes
by
by
day,
minutes, seconds by seconds.
You cannot go to the market
To buy the same thing as
you cannot.
bought it earlier.
No. You cannot go to the market today and expect to buy it the same price you bought it yesterday.
Wow.
No. And it's so you know what's now even sadder is that this protesting so far has led to very, very minimal results. Very minimal results.
Yes.
Because people protest and then we lose our lives. We lose lives of loved ones. And then it does not encourage encourage us to keep
It's
protesting.
not encouraging at all.
Imagine now, you should hear that there's protest and then your mother should be calling. It's not that you
No,
need to
I
protest.
say protesting and losing your life. And you will be shaking that my life is not even secure.
Protesting now has a different meaning in
Yes,
Nigeria.
yes.
It now has a different meaning in Nigeria.
To
You can
protest is to protest for something, maybe for betterment, to keep
Well,
our
you
authorities.
protest like this, they can
awareness.
detain you. They can detain you. You can lose your
You
life.
I didn't even see the rights. Whereby they said we have the rights of freedom. This is
No.
not the rights of freedom. We
No,
don't have the rights
at
anymore.
all, at all.
There's
So
no
do you
rights.
think used to just carry themselves and say, let's go and fight for our rights? Fight for which fight?
They say we have right of freedom, right of speech. My dear Titi, there's some speech they will even use against you. They are the ones saying you have right to talk, right of speech. Whereby they will say, okay, talk now. People will give you right.
And
They will use that word against
and then
you.
you'll be surprised. It's just
So
really
sad.
terrible. We
So
cannot.
terrible.
But no, it's so sad. Think about it. We cannot protest to get what we want. We protest to even lose our lives. Very, very
And even what is baffled me is that the government, the authorities are paying the deaf ear as if they are not even listening, as if they are not even
They're turning blind
concerned.
eyes to
Yes.
all of this. So we just really hope that this protest that they did yesterday would, yield some
Seriously,
positive result.
especially the fuel scarcity, we are going to season whereby people did not even have the privilege to travel to go and look for their loved ones anymore.
No.
You know, you even tell her, they'll say, Titi, are you coming for December?
What?
Mommy,
Don't risk your life, so just stay where
you
you
don't
are.
even know what the fuel is talking about.
Imagine you want to go from just interstate.
Not
and
even
then you have
fuel.
To, you have to.
My concern is not even for commodities, food.
Everything.
Do you know what the
Everything.
bag of rice is saying?
How is a common man living? How? And then we have some of our ministers and people of high places, they are collecting wardrobe allowance,
Travel
collecting
relax vacation
spending
allowance
50 million naira for trip.
vacation.
Oh my God!
It is well.
It's so sad.
Nigeria, it is well.
It is. And regarding protests, lastly, I have from Vanguard News again. It says, end bad governance. Why we released minors. Federal government. I don't know if you could recall that, protesters that protested against the end bad governance in August 2nd.
Yes.
They were released yesterday, thankfully.
Thank God.
Thankfully. And then they were detained because government thought they were trying to overthrow them. They were charged with treason to overthrow the government. So they were charged, and then Nigerians were complaining in court when they were arraigned that these protesters are looking malnourished. Why should government detain them? Children that age 13 to 17 who are yet to clock 18 years old, and then they were detained. And Nigerians found it, very, very absurd. Now, why do you keep these people detained? And then, we voiced out.
Nigerians voiced out.
We voiced out.
Yes,
We voiced out.
What I love
And
Nigerian
then-
is that if they did not like you, they did not like. If they don't like this thing,
When we move in Akunas, once all of us we do like this together.
I think when we are suffering, we
Let's-
smile, we laugh.
We laugh.
When we are
We
suffering,
laugh,
oh
we
God.
laugh. And then somebody was saying that that was a foreign man, of course, who does not stay in Nigeria. And I think he just had privilege to come to visit. And I was like, Nigeria is a happy country. It's a happy country.
Okay, wow.
He does not know anything. He really, 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 really does not know anything. Nigeria is a happy country with people starving and dying day by day. So regarding the protest, let me read, because federal government now they are saying that they released them based on compassion. They were compassionate.
Compassionate
Yes,
upon
that was what made them release those minors. So let's get into the story. I'm speaking yesterday after the release of the minors. Vice President Kashim Shettima declared that his principal president, Bola Tinubu, directed the Attorney General of the Federation, AGF, to facilitate the release of the minors facing trial for treason on compassionate grounds. He also said the nation lost over 300 billion naira
Wow.
from the destruction and halting of economic activities orchestrated by the protesters. Shettima said there was incontrovertible digital video and photographic evidence of the perpetration and actions of some of the protesters, which were uploaded by the actors themselves. Number one is government are saying it was compassion that made them release the minors because they committed treason, because they spoiled property, they damaged properties. What? 300 million naira. 300 million. Like this, we remember that, they were arrested because they were waving the Russian flag. And yes, that's something to to talk about. Yes, it is a crime to wave another country's flag in the country. We understand that, but number we should also understand that these were minors who barely know right from wrong.
Yes.
So detaining them and then asking, they asked for bail. They said 10 million
10
naira
million
before you were released. And then I just was like, 10 million naira per person,
God.
per person. Imagine all of them having to. And the government was trying to, the government bailed them out and said that they'll bring the person behind them, because that's what they believe.
Okay.
That there's somebody behind them who is supporting their move, that okay, you should go out and do this.
Yeah.
That's what the government does.
Because raising another country's flag can overthrow
The government.
Yes.
So they are very, very scared of that. Okay, everyone
So they can be scared of that.
And they just were like 10 million naira for what? These are people that look uncared, these are people that look malnourished, and you're expecting them to pay 10 million naira per person. How is that possible? I know the government is saying that it is compassion, that what they did is something that that should cost them a lot. But because of compassion, they are just released. That's why they released them. That compassion, that the government, that Tinubu, we thank God. Yes,
Okay.
Thank you so much for the compassion. The compassion that Tinubu had on them, that was why they were released.
But they can pay a bill for someone in authority 500,000.
500,000 naira. This was a kind of physical hazard. Physical hazard, and it was charged 500,000 naira.
This
A
country is
whole
joke, like
senator,
a joke.
a big man in the country, 500,000 naira, and the small children, small children that barely know right
They
from
know,
wrong.
they knew that they can't afford that money.
Even they cannot,
So
definitely
they
not.
want to send them to jail.
Definitely
For
not.
what?
Definitely not. Definitely not. And then we thank God for the likes of Femi Falana that stood for these children that no,
Take
they
the
must be
brand.
released. And now that I even out is saying that government should be responsible for their education. So maybe you can detain them, you can keep them in custody. But then now come and take care of their education. See to it that they graduate school, and then even maybe higher institution, they should take care of them now that they've been detained.
Thank you very much. Thank you for joining us on Africa TV. Do well to read any of the nation news that caught your attention this morning. We talked from the Punch newspaper, from the Vanguard, from the Nation, from the Premium Times across the nation. My name is Deborah Adebayo. Keep tuned, keep note on Africa TV.
And thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for watching us. And please do not forget to do not forget to leave a comment.
Yes.
Very, very important. We'd like to hear your opinions, what you think about whatever we've discussed this morning. And do not forget to share. Thank you once again for joining us. My name is Titilope Adako. See you next time.